Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. In today's video I'm going to be making a journal using 12 by 12 pattern paper, and this does have a pattern on the other side which is quite pretty, but unfortunately it's not covered the whole length and we will lose some of that, so I'll use this side. And you want a pattern that's non-directional, so even though we've got the birds in different directions, it follows through, so it'll be okay once we turn it. So what we're going to do first is find the middle, and I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to use the inch, and like I said, this is a 12 by 12. So I'm going to find 6, which is here. And from the 6, I'm going to go 1/8 of an inch either side of that line. Like so. And I'm going to do that to the bottom. Find 6, find the middle, put a line there, 1/8 either side. And I'm going to get my score tool out, but I can't find my scoring tool to actually do the lines. Let me just see what else I've got that I might be able to use. I might be able to use this. Let me try. So, either side. Let's put that against there. That there. Hoping this will work. Yes, it does. And I'll go all the way down. I'm just going to turn that round, actually, will be better. And find my pencil mark there. Actually, it was this one that I was doing. That's fine. And connect those two. And I'll go back to this one. Maybe I should use the smaller side if that's not too sharp. I don't want it cutting, no. I'm going to have to hunt for my tools. Yeah. And I'm just going to give that a fold. Oops. Don't think that caught it well. Let's see if I can correct that. There we go. And there we have it. We've got our spine there. So what we want to do next, I'm going to measure again. Let's go back to the right side. 1/2 inch. That's 1/2 inch there. 1/2 there, and on the other side. And we're going to score those lines. Let's see if I can get it on there nicely. There. Yeah. Using your score tool, whatever you've got handy. I think I'll just stick with a ruler. It seems to be doing the job. Turn that round. And do the same. Just making sure it's up to the edge of the board there. No, that's not the same measurement. Let me see if I can go. There it is there. Didn't measure that out properly. And do the same on the other side. I think I'll do it this way, might be easier. And continue down. And we want 1 inch, 1/2 inch again at the top. So I'll mark that. Now, bring the scoring board back. And now I can't see where I put the marks. What a pain. Let me do that again. I can't see it for looking. 1/2 inch. Oh, now I can see it. And I've got my ruler. Let's do this side again. Inch. Yeah, I can see it now. I think it's because the sun's sort of glaring down onto my desk. Let's see if I can find it again. Yep. Okay, straight across. Now, so what we want to do now is to fold those creases. I mean, if you haven't got a scoring board like this, you can just measure and crease it over using your hands. Yes, this paper has texture. There's texture on this side. the next thing we're going to do is the pocket, and it's up to you how large you have your pocket, but keeping in mind when you put your papers in, it'll either have to be shorter or longer. So I've got a book somewhere. Let me find some paper. I'm going to use this as a guide, and I'm just going to fold that. And of course that's going to be folded, and that's going to be folded. And I'm just going to leave a little space either side, and that's not too bad there actually. I've got a nice bit of space there. So I think I want my pocket to come down to here, so I'm just gonna just mark that. Hopefully it should be roughly the same. I'm just going to bring that slightly lower. Hopefully that's equal. Put that line there. So what I'm going to do next is actually score that line I put in for the pocket. Let me turn it this way. Where did I put that line? For heaven's sake, there it is. Might just bring that slightly lower and go straight down. And move that up. Now, and I'm going to fold that, just making sure that the camera's still on. Just going to fold that up. And it's not a deep pocket. Like I said, you can have it as deep as you want. But I think that's about right for the A4 copy papers that I want to put in there. So we've got dot either side, and I'm going to measure. I'm going to find my middle. Let's go like this. So we've got 6 in the middle. And we want an inch either side, so that's about there. And about here. And then I'm gonna draw a line so those dots meet. And I say an inch, you do what you want to do. And like I said, I'm going to cut that out. I'm just going to follow that line. Go straight up, meet that dot there. Do the same to the other side. If I turn that over, I'm going to cut that right across there. Now, so that can be discarded. And this is what we have so far. Okay, the next step is to make some more cuts. But that is totally up to you. You can keep it as it is, because it'll be folded like this. But I would prefer the corners to be nicer. So we're going to do some more cutting. And I'm going to come in here. Just cut that. And again, here. Hope you can see. And hopefully that will give us a cleaner corner. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. That one's a little bit better. So we could have that folded like that. And in the middle, I'm just gonna cut that there. Again, here. And take this piece away. And those pieces can go into the bin. That's not the best cut. I think it's because my scissors are so big. That will have to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my glue. Actually, before I do the glue in, I want to do some more cutting on the pockets. I want the whatever we put in, the papers or whatever, I would like it to be more reinforced, and the way to do that is just following the line, but just at an angle, not touching the line, slightly out. Cut that along there. And this piece again, at an angle, there. So we're coming down here. Going a little bit out. Cut. We come to the point of gluing. So I'm going to glue all the way round. And of course you can use tape if you've got double-sided tape, but I think glue is better because it holds better. So I'm gonna, if I can get the glue out, oh, here it comes. I'll fold that over. Hopefully that will stay down. I might have to hold it. Along the top. Press down. That doesn't want to stay down, does that? Let me put some weight on it. And along this side. And down the side here. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just add some ink, and I've got StazOn Stone Grey along the edge there, just to give it that extra something. I think it does make a difference, inking up the edges. I'll do that to both sides. Of course, you don't have to do this, but I think it does add a touch of something. And there. Okay, what I did forget to do was to put this underneath here, and I'm not sure if this will let me pull up. Maybe. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to glue it to the top like that. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Let me just move that down. That was silly of me to forget that. That was my fault, sorry. So when you come to fold the edges, make sure the pocket's tucked underneath. But it's still okay. It still looks pretty. And this side. And there. There it is. I really need to tidy this top bit off, but I'll do that in a bit. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got the cover and we've reinforced it by turning down the sides, and we've got the pockets, and it was so simple to make. And I've got my signature here, and I've got quite a few pages. I might take some out. I think that's plenty, and it's just going to be one signature. And that will go into the journal. And I've made the journal just a little bit bigger, so we have an edge. So what I might do at the end, let's just find the middle, that might come over a bit, so I might have to cut that down. So I think I'll do that now. I'll just cut either side down, both sides down a little bit, and I'll come back. I'm going to do is measure. Just get this how I want it. Even though that's not central. Get my ruler. And I'm gonna measure an inch down. And that will be there. And an inch up. And find the middle. Which is 8 3/4. So does that look about right? Let's put that there. Should really go there. And I'm going to get my needle. I'm back. I've got the needle thread. Okay, I've got that in there. I'll go back into this hole if it'll let me, or did I get, no, I went up here, didn't I? Sorry. Through that hole. What did I not do? Pull that through. The next hole. And there we go. Pull that through. Then we go back into the middle hole. Yes, I did mess up there, but I'm just going to cut these short. Move those out the way. And I'm going to tuck this under and give it a tie. Just tie a couple of knots. You can tuck it under again if you wish, to make sure it's secure. One more. Good luck. And I'm just going to cut off the excess there. And as you can see, the papers are coming off the edge there, so I'm going to get my trimmer out and trim those off, and I'll be back. Okay, that is better, and I've got my signature in there, and it folds nicely. So what I want to do is have something for the front here, so I'm going to dig into my stash and see what other papers I've got. Okay, for the next step, I've got this nice pattern paper. Let me just move something out of the way. I've got this nice pattern paper, and what I'd like to do is make a pocket for the front. Just a simple pocket, and I've just measured it out, and I'm going to cut where I've marked. And there. And across there. So I'll move that out of the way. And there we have it, a little pocket. And I thought that will go lovely, making sure that I've got it the right way up. Just there. And what I'm going to do is just glue the 3 sides, not the top. But, and there, along the bottom. And this side. And I'm going to place that down. About there. And I will leave that to dry. And whilst that's drying, what I was thinking, I've got this, and I do like this one. We can make, this is 6x6 pattern paper. And I'm going to just make another little pocket book to go into the pocket. So I'm going to fold that. I'm just going to use my hand for that. And crease it down. I'm just doing a simple book. And what I'm going to do now is get some paper. And I'm going to cut that down. And I'll be back. Okay, I've cut it down. I've just made it a little bit smaller than the book itself. And I'll get my needle and thread again, and we'll put it together. Okay, I'm going to use the yellow again. And I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to go in from the back. Just do it on this first. And place this back. Make sure it's in the right place. Everything together. So I should actually measure it because I can't really see. So that's 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. But you want that slightly higher. So I'm going to mark it there. Two centimeters there. And in total it's just over 14 centimeters. So I'm going to put the other mark there. And let's hope that this works. And of course I've done it the wrong way round, but I'll try and get it. Sorry, I'm off camera. Try and get it as close as I can. I think I should have gone in the middle. I'm making a right mess out of it. So I've got a hole there, and I'm just going to make that hole up here, and hopefully it's best that I do it that way. Pull that out. There we go, the towel. Did I not make a mark? Oh, I did it on that, didn't I? And I said, of course, it'll be slightly out. Just making the holes. And hopefully that will correspond to what I've got. It might not be. Yeah, it doesn't look as if it is, but I'm going to go in. Yeah, maybe I should have just done that, but that's not in the centre. Hold on, let me put this. Making holes where I shouldn't be making holes. Bear with me, I know I'm off camera. I just need to see. So I'll pull it through the middle there. And hopefully I can get it in the right hole. It's not as hard as I'm making it out to look. It's just that I'm being silly. Yeah, I was right the first time. Was I? Yeah, it goes that way. Through there. Through there. Through there. Yeah, so the end of the thread is on the top there, on the inside I mean. So I can go into the hole on the top there. Let's see, I might have to make another hole. I can't get this to stay in place. I think I should have maybe clipped it together. It's not gone through the same hole, but that is fine. We're getting there. Then to this one. Pull through. Just holding that back there, and through that middle hole again, I'm just pulling that so it's taut. Through that middle hole again, which it didn't, it made another hole. Dear me. Yeah, I should have clamped the pages down with something. That would have made life so much easier. Just tighten that And I'm going to get the scissors. And cut that off. And we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to tie a couple of knots just to secure the signature. And if you wanted to tie a bow, that would be nice too. Keep in mind, simple. Not perfect, any means, no. Oops. And that can go in here. I won't push it all the way down, because I'm not sure if that's dried yet. It feels dry. Let's see as far as it'll go. Yep. And I'm thinking something here. Okay, I've been through my stash and I've come across these gemstones. And I'm looking at the blue, and I think that blue would be a nice contrast. And let me just see. So maybe a large one in the middle. I might add a little bit of glue to that. So it stays in place. Let me see if I can. That's about central. Maybe this side on either side. Just there. One. Let's have a look. Now, I think that looks nice. And let's see what else I've got. I found this sticker and it says, "Enjoy this amazing day." And I thought I'd have that on the notebook there. Get the notebook out. That looks like it needs to be pulled a bit tighter. And I'm thinking, right up here. Trying to get it centered properly. There, that's better. Put that back in. Now we've got the pockets on the inside there. And what do I have? I don't know if this will fit in. Yeah. It's a colouring card. A bit of Zentangle. And it says, "Goodbye winter, so long snow. It's time to watch the flowers grow." It's plain on the inside. And this is watercolour paper. That looked nice there. Let's see what else I've got. I've got a wooden Santoro girl here, and it's made of wood, and it's a postcard. I think that'll go nice in there. I've got some tattoos I thought would be nice. I can slip those in. Now for the back. And for the back, I've got these lovely papers, all one-sided. Enjoy the little things in life. That one's cute. And a rose. I think I'll leave the rabbit on the top because he's so super cute. And we can have that in there. Like that. I've also got this paper clip and it says thank you. And I think I'll place that up here. And there we have it. We've made a book. And it's so simple. I know I made it look hard. I will attempt it again. This was my first attempt. But I think it came out okay. What do you think? Let me know if you're thinking of giving it a try. I'd like to see what you do. So, here it is. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all soon. You take care now. Bye.